Hello, I am from Onest and today I will be showing you how the study material module works for our school management system. First of all, let's go to the study materials section and select content type. Here I'll add a content name or a content type name. Let's say it's called exam routine and select description as test and submit. So the content type has been created. Now let's move on to the content section. Here I'll add a title for the content. Let's say it's exam 5 and select the type as exam routine that we have created earlier. For the content source, we can select two different types of sources. One is file and one is URL. For the file type, you can add different types of files like PDF, Excel, videos, anything. And in the URL section, you just add the URL to your selected content. Let's say it's a drive file or a drive folder or a doc link. It can be anything. For this purpose, we will add a different link here. So let's add our URL and submit. So the content type has been created. If you want, we can just view from here. It will take us to the selected link that we have added. Moving on from here, we will go to the contents share section. Here we can view the contents that we have created. We can also filter from here if you want, but we do not have that many sections created right now, so there is only 3 here. We can just also generalize based on our types, and it will just show only the ones that we want to see. So here we can preview or delete this. If you want, we can generate a URL for this. Let's say it's called a test. We can add validity to the date. Let's say it's from 8th of July to the 10th of July. And here we can generate this. We can see the link here. We can share this to anyone and they can view our content. So now moving on, we can do another thing, which is share the files that we have created. Let's call this a test. Select the date that we want this to be valid for. Let's say from this date to this. And now the main part is that we can select different types of groups, class and individual based on our needs. So in the group section, we can select student, guardians and teachers. We can select multiple of them or we can select just one of them based on our necessity. In the class section, similarly, we can select 3 different classes or any classes that we create in the system. In the individual section, we can select individual students, guardians or teachers that we want to individualize. Let's say we want to send this only to Dorotha or Tracy, and then we can just submit this here. As we can see that it has already been submitted and it has been shared with the selected people. So now let's move on to the shared content section. Here we can see all the content that has been created so far and we can keep track of them from here. We can also edit, view or delete these files as necessary. So now let's move on to the My Content section. Here we can see the content that only I have created as an individual. We can divide this based on like teachers or instructors who are using this system, so they can keep track of their own contents and it does so that it does not get mixed up. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.